Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie and this is Kitty Stitch if you are new here. It's a channel where I like to talk about cross stitch and any of the other crafts that I end up getting into. This week we have some cross stitch, some sewing, and some knitting. And obviously, the elephant in the room, some FFOs. So let's get into it. Let's just start off with one of the FFOs. This last couple weeks a couple weeks ago, I should say, I filmed a what's in my project roll. So just going through all of my completed projects that had not actually been fully finished or FFO'd. So that really struck some inspiration. So I did get two big, beautiful ladies back here finished. We'll start off with Deadly Aquarium. This is beautiful. It's finished with like a gold and black frame that I actually picked up from Home Goods, and I got this for, I think it was like $12.99. It's a 11 by 16, I think, or something like that. Of course, there's a cat causing problems behind me, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. It's stitched on 40 count Grace Notes Joy to the World using all of the called for DMC. Started it on May 11th and finished on September 12th of this year. And yeah, like I said, the frames from Home Goods, it's a fun, good place to check because they have kind of different frames. They're all standard sizing. However, they are just kind of different in design from what you'll find at like your standard Joann's or Michael's. But yeah, super happy with this. I did do no glass. That is one thing without doing custom framing. It doesn't leave a lot of room like in this lip to get your piece in and the glass. So like, as you can tell, it's super thin. But yeah. There's the first FFO. Oh. Girl. Come on, you can't do that. You can have it. Okay, next one. This is a... Oh my god. These cats are gonna be the end of me. Okay, so next one we have here. This is Autumn Cloche by Hello from Liz Matthews. Again, absolutely gorgeous. This frame was actually from Amazon. It was a 12 by 16 frame. I did stitch this on 40 count My Little Dove by XG Designs. I'll post my conversion on the screen here in a second as well. I just used some DMC that I had that I thought looked good with my fabric. It's based off of, and I used a lot of the called for DMCs in the chart. However, I did swap a few out just for the fabric. But yeah, so excited about this one. I've had it finished for a really long time actually. So I finished it started October 21st of 2022, finished January 1st of 2023. So I've had it finished for like a year and a half. And I definitely wanted to get it up on the wall this fall season. So this one is definitely going to be hanging up somewhere downstairs where we can enjoy it. But yeah, just gorgeous. I love the little spiders. And I think this frame looks pretty good, again, for just being like a standard size frame that I got from Amazon. Yeah. Super happy about both of those. I have some more plans as well to get a few more things finished. But before we talk about that, let me get this put away and we will jump into some whips I've been working on. All right, so also I should mention, I hope the lighting's all right. I know it's a little shadowy. I'm filming after work actually, so into the evening before it gets dark. But I actually did have a new start, talked about it in my last video. I was deciding between two, but I did decide to go for the full coverage piece. So right now it doesn't really look like anything, but I did actually go ahead and start Santorini by ALLLL. And so that's where we're at now. Got just over 500 stitches put into this one, and I am using the materials provided by the kit. So the kit fabric, floss, and right now I'm using the same needle as well. It's definitely going to be a long-term piece. So yeah, this is like the heat erase highlighter, so that will go away as well. But yeah, I got some blues in as well as, like I said, it doesn't really look like much of anything now, so I'll go ahead and put a picture on the screen of what that is going to look like one day. This will definitely be a long-term piece for me. I don't always want to grab full coverage, but when I do, I'm always happy about pulling it out. But I don't always gravitate towards it. So I understand this one will take a while. And also wanted to show as well, the floss comes with like wrapped around like a bobbin card. And usually I use bobbins, so it doesn't really bother me, but for some reason I did not love that. So I did actually go ahead and put everything onto these floss cards. So I just cut everything and put them on there, and it has made working on it a whole lot easier. I just wrote the numbers that came with the kit with a Sharpie, and then when I want to reuse these, they are plastic. I'll just be able to wipe off the Sharpie and use those. So there's all the flosses as well. It's a hot mess right now, but yeah, started this one on September 17th and got about 500 stitches in. So pretty good start. I would like to get some more and pull this one out, but like I said, I don't always gravitate towards it, but yeah, loving it so far. I'm excited to have the finished piece on this one, definitely. So next piece that I have is Pumpkin House by Hello from Miss Matthews. And I'll go ahead and put a picture on the screen of where I was at before on this one. I actually got some great progress. It's just such a cute piece and so much fun. So there's where I was at before. I think I have a picture of that. But here's where I'm at now. Almost done with this house portion. I was able to actually get 2,365 stitches done on it, so puts me at about 60% for the finished piece. This one is one of the series that she's doing where it is a piece of fabric on top and then a different piece on the bottom. So down here will be like a cute pumpkin patch. And this top portion again is on Joy to the World, which is the same as Deadly Aquarium, which is funny. I didn't even realize it at the time, but I really just must like this fabric because I bought 2 cuts of it at 2 separate times without even realizing it. But yeah, super happy. I would really like to get this house actually finished before I put it away. And I'll include my flosses that I'm using again. It is a conversion. Some of the called for DMC. I think I swapped out the pumpkin colors as well with just some stuff that I had around for fancy flosses, but yeah. Absolutely love it. I love the little cat. Again, the little spiders, it kind of coordinates with the autumn closed piece. Yeah, I need to decide on what fabric I'm going to use on the bottom as well. I am nervous. I don't have anything else by the same brand, Grace Notes, so I'm hoping that the 40 counts will be the same to where when I do sew them together, that they'll match up. So we'll see what happens with that. But either way, even this is just so cute. Like, I would love to get this house finished before putting this piece away. Moving on to some knitting. I worked on 2 projects, so the same projects I've been working on for the last couple videos. We'll start with my sock. This is where it is at currently. I mentioned last time that I was having some issues with the needles and my gauge. For some reason, I just must have started knitting a lot looser. So I did size down to the size 0, and I have tried these on, and it does fit a lot better. So I'm happy with that. I'm starting to work on the foot, and I have pretty small feet, so really don't have too much left on this one before it's done. And I do have some little needle stoppers on the end of this, which is a huge help because a lot of the times I'll just throw this in my purse or something, and then if we're in the car or whatever, I can get some stitches in there. But yeah, should have this one done. Once I put this one and then the other sock that I knit with the size 1 on, I'll decide if I want to take out the sock that I started on the size 1. I have a feeling I will because, like I mentioned, it was way too big, like too big around to where I don't even know if it would stay up. There was not enough negative ease at all. But for this one, I'm using the pattern from the Crazy Sock Lady. It's just her 9-inch circular pattern. I do it basically just like her as well. I did 15 rounds, knit 2, purl 1 on the cuff, and then 60 rounds on the leg. Then I do about 40 rounds on the foot, and I wear a size 8.5. So that works out perfect for me. And the yarn is from Joann's. It's their K&C brand, and it came in a skein, and it's a fingering weight superwash merino that they have, but I've not been able to find any more of it. I would love to get some more, but a lot of it's even out of stock online as well, unfortunately. So really hope they bring that back and make it something permanent. I will say it was kind of a mess in the store, so I don't know, like, because a lot of the times Joann's doesn't have skeins in store, so I don't know if maybe that didn't work out well for them and that's why they ended up getting rid of them. But I was able to get it all caked up fine, and ran into no issues there, but it was kind of a mess with all the skeins everywhere. But yeah, loving these. I hope to have these done here by the next video, at least this one done, and have a decision on what I'm gonna do with the second sock in the set as well. Last knitting project I've been working on is my no frill sweater from Petite Knits. I don't even know if I'll be able to get it all in this time because it is starting to be big like a real sweater. But here is where I am at. You can see that stitch marker hanging there is where I was at the last time. So finished up the rest of the body, and now I'm actually just added my needles on to get it down to the size 2 for the bottom, I guess that'd be called the cuff, the bottom band. So yeah, was able to get this much of the body done. And like I said, this is the no frill sweater from Petite Knits. I'm knitting a size extra large. I'm using a size 4 needle for the body, and then for the cuffs and the wrists, I am using a size 2 for the knit and purl there. But this is my first sweater, and it really has been a lot of fun. Definitely some trial and error, but loving how it turns out. I'm using the Eddie Bauer Woolpaca blend yarn from Joann's. Super affordable. I will say I bought 5 balls not expecting to use them all, but I am already on the 4th ball, so I think I will probably have to break into the 5th one to do the sleeves. But yeah, it's fitting great. I'm loving it. I think it's also going to grow a little bit when I block it, so that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, just got to finish up that band and the arms, so hopefully it'll go pretty quick, and would love to have this one done within the next couple of weeks when it starts to get cool for fall, so I can wear it. Yeah, so proud of myself on this one. Never did I think I would make a wearable item that wasn't socks. I mean, I make a lot of socks, but I never thought I'd make a sweater. Moving into some sewing, I've been bit with the sewing bug. I really just have been enjoying it recently, just getting a few easy projects in. So a few of those to share with you here today. First one is going to be the yarn cozies that I made, or as some of my friends and I have also been calling, the ball sacks. So these are great. They go around the outside of your ball yarn, so you can do a center pull without it collapsing. It keeps everything nice and put together. I have made this one before I was going to show y'all. It is a knit one that I used with some extra fingering weight. So you can see it's just kind of like open here, and then there's a small hole at the bottom, and then it just stretches over a 50-gram ball, and it's great for socks. But I will say it wasn't super fast to work up, so I have only made one of these, but I loved it so much. When I saw this pattern for the sewing made ones, definitely had to make some. So here is that. It's really simple. You just, I followed a YouTube video for it, so I'll actually go ahead and put that video down in the description if you're interested. But I just used a cotton spandex blend, so it's very stretchy, and it's so easy. You guys can watch the video. And I actually made a bunch of these. I got a half a yard of fabric and was able to make like 12 of them. So can give those out to friends and things when I see them at retreats and stuff. But these will be super convenient. Some of them are larger, some of them are smaller. They're super stretchy, so they'll pretty much fit over everything. I've got one over my big ball of yarn that I'm using for my sweater right now currently. I'll show you guys that. I had to do some unpicking, so it's wrapped around the outside some, but yeah, it fits great, and it just keeps everything together. So you can do a center pull, your ball doesn't roll all around, and you don't also get tangles in the middle either. So that was super fun. I would say it literally took 3 minutes to sew one of these up. And like I said, with a half a yard of fabric, I was able to make about 12 of them in different sizes. So I was happy to just use all the fabric up for that. I don't have any scraps laying around or anything, and it was literally just the fabric, and I didn't use any interfacing or anything. So yeah, that was one of my fun knitting projects. Next, I actually, I don't know if I mentioned, we have a young golden retriever puppy. She's probably about 15 weeks now. So I've been loving to make her bandanas and buy fabric for her to make bandanas that I haven't made yet. So I did make one. I got an easy pattern off of Etsy. It shows you how to make them as like a tie around bandana, as well as ones that just go over their collar. She's about 20 pounds, and I made the size small, so I'll link that down below if anybody's interested. It's super affordable. But here's the one that I made. I did do it double-sided, so I kind of folded it over so you could see both, and then it is the tie around version, so just tie it right around her neck. And it is for the bangles, which my husband loves, so she looks super cute on game day. All of our friends really like it. I'll go ahead and insert a picture as well because it is just too cute, and definitely have plans to make more of these. Like I said, size small, and I actually didn't use any interfacing or anything on this either, just because I wanted it to be kind of like, it'll get worn in and be kind of floppy. So yeah, super cute. And I mean, technically you could do it reversible, so love that. I think in the pattern it calls for just doing one color, but super easy to just do one of each. Last knitting project I have, this is a big one. This is my crosstown crescent bag that I made. I love it. I'll link the pattern down below. There's a YouTube video as well. I can link them both. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Just so that whatever you like, if you like a paper pattern or the YouTube video, I think I used the YouTube video on this one, but it's awesome. It's got binding on the inside, and I even added an inside pocket, and just so happy with how this turned out. I actually made myself a retreat tote bag to take to cross-stitch retreats and things, and so I used the fabric that I used on that to match, and then I used the patchwork strategy. I saw it from Tiger Lily. I'm not sure if it's from somebody else originally, where you basically just cut squares, iron them onto interfacing, and then sew them so that it makes perfect corners, because there's no way I could pull that out myself. But yeah, and then just got a nice strap here, adjustable little slider band, and so happy with how this one turned out. I did use quilting cotton and then just a lightweight interfacing on the patchwork portion as well as the inside, just to give it a little bit more body, and I really think it'll be so cute to take to retreats with my matching tote bag. And I will say, just in kind of any bag making overall, I've learned that like a heavy duty denim needle really can help, because you end up with a lot of layers to go through. So I don't know how I would have done it without that. Making my first bag, I had a lot of frustrations because my machine kept skipping because the needle wasn't big enough. So, and then as soon as I got that bigger needle, it worked out great. So yeah, so much fun. Love how it turned out. It's gonna be so cute at retreats coming up with my matching bag. And just happy. I actually wore it to the wool festival that Elizabeth and I went to. I finished it that night before because I was like, I want to wear this to the wool festival. Did anybody say anything about it? No. Did anybody know that I make it? No. Actually, they might have, but at least I got to wear it there, and Elizabeth liked it. Like I mentioned, Elizabeth and I did go to the yarn festival. It's called the Wool Gathering. It happens every year in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is kind of near Dayton, and we had such a great time. It was a beautiful day, and we did a lot of shopping, so definitely have some haul for you guys. First thing I got while we were there was the t-shirt. I don't know if they said they had t-shirts last year, but I didn't see them. So I did get a t-shirt this year. It's so cute. It's all these little guys with all their yarn and stuff. It says a Wool Gathering, so super fun. I'm excited to wear this one, and just a nice little, I can wear it next year when we go as well. And then definitely got some other items as well. So picked up a couple of sock sets from my favorite sock yarn dyer. I just absolutely love this base. It's called Aisling's Yarn, and it is a 100%, what is this? Oh, 100% blue face Leicester 4-ply. It is 100 grams and 400 meters. And so this is the first one that I got for myself, and there's our label as well. This is the first one I got for myself. I'm not even sure it's pulling as vibrant. It's this nice purple and then a blue and purple variegated. Like I mentioned, this is my favorite sock base, the Blue Face Leicester. I was speaking to the lady at the booth. She was so nice. Her and her husband do, I think, all the work there. And I guess the fibers are like way longer for the Blue Face Leicester specifically, which makes it great for socks because it doesn't pill and stuff as much. And it is very rustic, but it isn't uncomfortable. I do think I would be bothered by that, but it does not bother me at all, and it just knits up really nice. They hold up really well, and I got a sock set last year from them and just always found myself going to those pairs of socks that I had. So really excited about this pair for myself. I'm not sure if this has a name. Oh, the name is the Water Horse. Is this dye from them. And then my husband, I also let him pick out one so that I can make him some socks. So this is what he picked. It is a gray with kind of these like burnt orange mixed in, and then this for the heels, toes, and cuffs. This one is called Coffee, Tea, and Me. It's number 209N, and same base on this one. He'll get some socks out of this. Yeah, I like this nice neutral color. I guess I probably can't borrow them. They'd probably be a little big, but that is what I got from there. And then I actually also picked up these. I went in looking for these, knowing I wanted to get some, and luckily my favorite brand had them. They call them stitch minders. I've heard them called other things as well, but it is just that tube that you can use to try things on. So basically it is a hollow rubber tube, super tiny, super thin, and you can use it to put onto the end of your needles and then slide your stitches on, and then you can actually try on your garments. So this has been awesome with trying on my sweater to make sure that it fits all right, as well as trying on my socks that I've been having quite a few issues. Before, I was actually just taking my needle and putting a piece of thread through it so that I could try it on, and then I would have to pick up every stitch to put it back onto the needles, which was quite a pain. But this is awesome too. It also comes with other lengths. I've just been using this longer one just for the body, but it comes with other lengths, so you can do, she said, the sleeves as well as the cuff and the body of your sweater. So I knew I wanted to get some of these. I knew I would love them. Totally recommend, especially if you're a beginner as far as making garments. It's so easy to just try things on real quick as you're going. You don't waste a lot of time doing it, and it's just incredibly convenient. So here's what actually the lengths are included. So it has one at 60, one at 45, and two at 30. So for the body, the neck, and the two sleeves. This has been a holy grail for me. I know I'm going to go find myself reaching for these very, very often. And she also actually included a pattern as well. So this is for their plain Jane sock. Got a little bent up in my bag. But I haven't really looked over this much, honestly, but it was super nice for her to throw that in. I think she did what looked like a fish lips kiss heel on hers, which I have not tried, but would definitely be interested in. So definitely need to look over this as well. But that's what I got from Aisling's Yarns. And then next up was some stuff from the Fiber Seed. They are a brand, I believe they're local to Ohio. Let's see if it says, oh yeah, Blanchester, Ohio. So love that. They have a huge booth the last 2 years. I'm sure they've been there before as well. So picked up a few things from them. Elizabeth actually picked up some stuff last year and I was jealous, so I knew I wanted to make a stop there. So first thing that I picked up was actually for a colorwork hat that I plan on making. I'll attach a picture of the pattern. I think a few of the girlies might join in as well. But I picked up these two skeins for that. It'll be my first time working with colorwork. We'll see how it goes. I think I'll be able to figure it out. I liked the contrast, and I like that it's neutral so that I can wear it with a lot of things. This is their DK weight. They call this the Sprout DK. And it is washable American merino wool with 10% nylon, 250 yards for 100 grams. This lighter color is called Glint, and the darker one is called Smoke. So very excited about that. I'm excited to try my first colorwork piece. I love the look of colorwork, and I would love to be able to make it myself. So that'll be next on my needles after the sweater is complete. And then I also picked up some sock stuff from them. So this is called Christmas Past, and I'm gonna make my husband and I some matching socks. It's really beautiful. It's got a green, a gold, and a red, and some white. And it's just really highly variegated. This is their Sprout sock. So you actually get 510 yards in this. It is a little bit over 100 grams, I believe. I'm not sure. I thought it said somewhere. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh yeah, 136 grams. So really nice sized skein. And this one is 100%, or I'm sorry, 90% superwash merino and 10% nylon for strength. So love that. Got this one. And then I'm gonna do heels, toes, and cuffs with this. This is their mini skein in the Sprout set as well. And again, very generous. It's 34 grams in a mini skein. So love that. This is called Ruby, and I just think it'll match perfect. And with the extra mini skeins, I'll have plenty to make both me and him some socks. So that was what I picked up from as far as yarn at the yarn festival, but I did pick up a couple of notions as well. So the first thing that I got here was actually just this silly little tin. There was a tote bag of this that I really wanted, and I was like, no, you don't need another bag. So I just did settle for this little tin for my notions. It's by the designer Emma Ball, and it's just these silly little cats. I just use it to keep stitch markers and things, and it just is like the little sliding one. Super nice to just throw in project bags to have, because I feel like I always am finding myself looking for progress keepers and stitch markers and things. So it's silly, but I don't know why, but I love it. And it was like $3, so I had to have that. So the last thing that I picked up, they are called Pearl Scout Merit Badges. They're by a brand called Camp Stitchwood. And when Elizabeth and I saw these, I thought we just might die. They are so cute. They are like little Girl Scout badges. So this one says Sports Knitter. Seriously Circular. Public Knitter. Team Top Down for socks. And Serial Crafter. I just think that's so fun. Apparently this brand as well, I saw online, they have a little, like you can knit a sash to put them on. I think I'll put them on retreat bags just to show them off there, but that is just the cutest idea. I need them to make them for cross stitch because I'm seriously obsessed with these. So obviously had to pick up some of those and can't wait to put those on a bag and show them off at retreats. But yeah, we had such a great time. I'll insert some videos. I took a couple, I think, while we were there. It's like I mentioned, it's the wool gathering in Yellow Springs. It happens every September. And if you're in the Ohio area and you're into knitting, I would totally recommend making the trip out. Yellow Springs is just a cute little town to spend the day in as well. But Young's Jersey Dairy is somewhere that I went growing up. So just fun to go back there and enjoy some knitting as well. But I do have a couple other haul items to show you guys. They're actually from Amazon, so I'll put links to everything down below. First thing, I actually just picked up a pack of the floss holders, I guess you'd call this, that I used in my most recent kit. It came with like 20 of them for $10. Super convenient. I think I'll really like them for Mill Hills as well. And I do have to organize all of the floss for my stocking myself. So I just think these are going to come in handy. I'll definitely get some use out of the rest of these. Like I mentioned, it was like $10 for a pack of 20 of them. So great things to have around. And then I picked up a couple more frames as well. So this is the first one. It's just a 10 by 10 frame that I'm going to use. I think I got this one for Quaker Garden, which was a piece that I did with all my friends. I can't wait to get that one up on the wall. And then I picked up this one. I think this one is 11 by 11 maybe, just slightly larger. It's a gold frame. And I'm going to put Love Boat Sampler in here. So I really didn't want to get custom frames for everything. So I was glad that, some of the things from Amazon were able to fit the stuff. Let me fix this. All right, so moving into plans over the next couple of weeks, definitely have some things that I want to get done. Like I mentioned, I do want to get the top portion of Pumpkin House done before I put that away, as well as pick out some extra fabric for that. I got to work on my monthly stocking goal for October, so I do only have October and November left for the stitching portions, and it's about 3,000 stitches each month on that, but it does work out pretty quick. And then I am actually saving the back stitch for December. Will I regret that? Probably, but we'll figure it out. I would love to pull out either Turkish Delight or Carnival by Jan Hicks. I love both those pieces and definitely need some more progress on Carnival. And I think going into the new year, I'd like to set some monthly goals on Turkish Delight as well. I'd love to finish my sweater and my socks. I've got a good feeling I'll get both those taken care of. We have some traveling coming up, so those are super easy to work on in the car. And then starting my colorwork hat. I don't know if anybody would be interested in a knit along, just for a colorwork hat. I can post the pattern that I plan on using. I think some of the girls might join in as well, so maybe we'll get a little knit along going for that. A couple extra things. I actually forgot to show this in the haul portion. I did pick up some DMC Pearl Cottons. These are not very organized. But I'm going to use this for one of these Shepherd's Bush bag patterns because I have the bags from the Fat Quarter Shop already. I got those when I very first started stitching before I even knew what any of that all was. So I'm just going to decorate one of them. Here's the bag that I have. I've got pink. I've got a set of 3 of them, but I think this will be awesome to hold larger knitting projects. It does like open up as well. I'm sure you guys have seen this. But here's the flosses that I purchased. They're the DMC Pearl Cotton, and it is for this new pattern that just came out at Market, I believe. It is the sampler bag. I did just kind of brighten up the colors, make it a little more my speed. But yeah, excited to try this. If anybody has any tips, I'm interested to know how the back will look and finishing the back, just to make sure things don't snag. Like if I am going to use it for knitting projects, like I don't want the needles to go in there and snag on things. So gonna have to figure out some things there, but definitely want to get that started here within the next couple of weeks. And then not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm going to the Color and Cotton store. So they are having a stitching day where a couple of us are actually going to go down. We got an Airbnb, so it'll be me, Elizabeth from Frizzy Lizzy Stitches, Rachel from Lemonade Stitching, and Erin and Amity from the Hathaway Stitchers. So super, super excited about making the trip for that. I really don't even have that much Color and Cotton stuff, so definitely gonna have some haul in the next video, and some fun clips from our trip there. But yeah, again, thanks so much. Again, it's another chaotic video with cats driving me crazy. There's one back there right now, and there's one eating yarn on the floor. So I think it is my time to go. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and thanks so much for all the support I've received. I've actually just hit over 1,500 subscribers, so never thought I would say that, but thank you to each and every one of you for watching and listening to me talk about something that I love. Until next time, enjoy some stitching, and we'll talk soon. Bye!